In Calabria, wild boars have been appearing more and more in recent years, destroying farms and causing headaches for farmers. They usually come at 2 a.m. in groups of about 5 to 7, sometimes up to more than a dozen. They destroy farmers' crops and cause up to 80% crop losses in the region. One of the worst affected areas is Tuscany, where about 200,000 wild boars roam. To help farmers suffering from wild boars, we are here with modern hunting equipment to control as many wild boars as possible. Wild boar shelters are often in mountainous areas near the farm. Because the area is very large, we use drones to search for targets and scan the terrain, planning a quick counterattack. To effectively control the wild boar, we took cover behind a large rock and dense bushes. It sounds like a scene from an action movie, but no, it was real life. We listened attentively for every sound of wild boars and were ready to pull the trigger if And here it is. The wild boars have appeared about 500 meters from our position. I start to load the barrel and aim. A series of gunshots rang out right at the location where the wild boar was active. Can you guess? Did any wild boar fall down? Wow, the trophy was a full-grown wild boar. I guess it could have weighed 90 kilograms. After harvesting this boar, the hunt continued. Here it is, another adult wild boar appears in our sights. And the gunshot rings out again. The wild boar has fallen. I hit it. Hurry up, let's go find it. Oh, despite being shot, this wild boar is still alive. I'll fire a few more shots to take it down immediately. Wow, it's quiet now. Let's get in the car, buddy. Every wild boar that was shot, we collected them immediately because this area is very large. If we hear the sound of hunting guns, other wild boar populations will definitely. Therefore, we need to move to kill more wild boars.
İyi dur. Vuruldu.
Do you see any movement in that bush? Focus, man. Wow, look what we found. A herd of wild boars trying to run away when they sense danger. Without hesitation, we opened fire. We weren't hunting wild boars for fun. We were trying to protect the fields and farms in the area that the farmers had tried to build. The mountainous area is so vast that we often have to walk to find wild. Sometimes they do not move in groups, but forage separately, making it more difficult to identify the target. 3.02S. After a while of searching, I got the result. Of course, I won't miss the opportunity to take it down. Wow, another herd of wild boars appeared. They panicked and ran away when they heard the gunshots. For herds like this, we usually target large wild boars to destroy. This not only ensures animal welfare, but also reduces the number of wild boars in breeding age. All the wild boars we hunt are collected and distributed to farmers in the area.
On the final day of our grueling hunting journey, we made the bold decision to head for the highest mountain peaks, the very place where wild boars were hiding out, wreaking havoc on the forests, crops, and the delicate balance of the local ecosystem. Herds of aggressive, fearless boars stormed downhill, destroying everything in their path and plunging local communities into crisis. The most effective solution now? Hunting. Our wild boar hunting team was ready. Buckle up for a tense and thrilling expedition. After double-checking our weapons, the hunt officially began. Just 15 minutes in, a massive dark shape slowly emerged through the scope. I held my breath, stayed calm, adjusted every centimeter, and squeezed the trigger. The shot rang out sharply. In an instant, the boar collapsed and lay still. Wasting no time, I swiftly shifted my aim, where more boars were about to flee. One clean shot after another echoed through the silence. Each target fell one by one as their distinct cries pierced the still mountain air. Scanning the area carefully. When I was close enough and had a clear shot, I didn't hesitate. Bullseye! A well-placed shot dropped the boar instantly. It wasn't the biggest one, but still, a satisfying outcome. Fueled by success, we turned our attention to a larger herd moving in the distance. As the first bullets rang out, the herd scattered in chaos, running in every direction. But we held our ground, adjusting positions while keeping our sights locked. Gunfire echoed across the mountains as we took calculated shots, aiming to make each bullet count without waste. Some were wounded, others dropped on the spot, and the rest disappeared deep into the forest. Hours later, I decided to relocate to a higher vantage point on a mountain slope, an ideal spot with a panoramic view of the dense forest below. From there, I could detect even the slightest movement among the tall grass and bushes. Sure enough, just minutes later, a shadow emerged. From that distance, I lined up the shot perfectly and brought down the boar with ease. But the hunt wasn't over. I continued along steep, rugged slopes where chasing would be impossible. In these areas, ambushing was the key. We picked concealed spots and patiently waited for the boars to wander into range. With the help of our hunting dogs, we were able to detect and take down more targets with relative ease. To stay hidden and avoid alerting the boars, our team constantly changed positions, moving from one ambush point to another. On the sparse hilltops, boars occasionally emerged. I seized every opportunity to take them down before they could escape. As the hunt neared its end, the pressure intensified. To get a better overview of the area, we deployed a drone, our eye in the sky, to scan the terrain from above. Through the live feed, we quickly spotted a group of boars attempting to escape via a trail on the other side of the hill. We didn't waste a second. The team split up to flank the group from two directions. Shots were fired, and the targets were swiftly taken down. The chase grew more intense as other hunters zeroed in on their own targets and joined the firefight. On the way back, just as we thought the journey was over, a massive boar suddenly burst from the bushes, darting across the trail right in front of us. Adrenaline surged as we quickly got into position. The moment I had a clear angle, I raised my rifle and fired. The boar wasn't an easy target, but after a few well-placed shots, I brought it down. Yet, this is far from the end. Wild boars reproduce at an alarming rate, and the fight against these destructive invaders is far from over. This war may continue for a long time to come.